And we are back from that official timeout. I believe that is Sugars jamming for BCR. Sugars picking up lead jammer. And that is Pie jamming for Varsity. Sugars through for 4 points for BCR. Varsity defense taking Sugars down to the ground. But Sugars through for 4 more points for BCR. We have had a star pass to Regulator. Fun fact, Regulator is a former punk blocker. Sugars calling the jam. I believe that is Speed Angel on the jammer line for BCR. I think that's... nope, that is not who I thought it was. That is Joe Dirt jamming for Varsity. And Joe Dirt picks up lead jammer. Speed Angel hot on their heels though. Oh, Joe Dirt going for the jammer on jammer hit. Setting Speed Angel out of bounds.
That is a good strategy, but then if you go out too, you kind of have to go back and do the block out again.
And Joe Dirt.
It's a trade-off, really. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting my jammers mixed up. Speed Angel through for 4 points. But I believe also points on the board for Varsity.
So we have a new set of players coming on.
BCR on 50, leading Varsity on 8. Irish Upon a Star out to jam for Varsity against Velocity Raptor for BCR. And Raptor is through for lead jammer, not needing very much room at all to get through.
They're definitely getting their door as well.
Raptor is through for 4 more points.
I know, they're very much like a water jammer, aren't they? Hard to catch, they just slip.
And that is another very quick pass there for Raptor. Meanwhile, we've had a star pass to Pie on the Varsity side. And Pie is out of the pack, completing initial pass. But Raptor says not today and calls that jam. On the scoreboard, BCR 62, Varsity on 8. All right, Jambi doing some fancy footwork there to pick up lead jammer for BCR.
To go kneel back and do that all over again.
And again, passing in no time flat, picking up 4 points. That is Joe Dirt out for Varsity. And being awarded a cut track penalty there for exiting in front of Scare Bear. Jambi through for 4 more points in what is now a power jam for the Punk Walkers. And that is another 4 points for Jambi. Joe Dirt back on track from the penalty box. And another pass for Jambi. And had another star pass to Regulator for Varsity. Jambi calling off the jam. VCR 86 after that massive jam for Jambi. Varsity remaining on 8. Irish upon a star on the jammer line for Varsity, and that is Sugars for VCR. And Sugars out for lead jammer. Varsity jammer taking down Bo Fracture. There's an absolute washing machine of BCR defense there. Meanwhile, Sugars picking up 4 more points. Sugars is out for another 4 points. Meanwhile, we've had another star pass for Varsity. That is Pie now jamming. And Sugars is out for another 4 points. And Pie completing initial pass for Varsity. Sugars calling the jam. VCR cracking the century, 101 to Varsity on 8. We are halfway through this off. We have Speed Angel on the jammer line for VCR, and for Varsity that is Joe Dirt. Speed Angel picks up lead jammer. Joe Dirt getting run all the way back by Scare Bear. We've had another star pass to Pie for Varsity. Speed Angel getting awarded a penalty. So this will be a 2-minute jam. Regulator recycling a happy little Vegemite, Varsity trying to capture that goat. Pie picking up 4 points for Varsity. Pie coming back into that BCR defense. Meanwhile, Speed Angel returning to the track from the penalty box. Speed Angel getting set all the way back there. Pi also getting sent right back there by the VCR blockers. Speed Angel picking up 4 more points. And that is 2 minutes. At the end of that jam, BCR 105 to Varsity 16. And it looks like we may be about to go into a team timeout. Yes, we are in a Varsity team timeout. Correction to the scores there. Varsity on 18. VCR remaining on 105. And we are just about back from timeout. There was a score update on the BCR side, 108. Leading Varsity on 18. We have Speed Angel starting that jam from the penalty box. There must have been a late penalty at the end of that last jam. And Irish upon a star currently jamming unopposed for Varsity and taking a tumble with Kimbo Kazi. That looked like it hurt. But Irish is up and back at it. Speed Angel and Scare Bear returning to the track from the penalty box simultaneously. Speed Angel bouncing right back into the penalty box, unfortunately for BCR though. And we have had a star pass, I believe, so there will be no lead jammer for this jam, and it will be a 2-minute jam. We have Pi once again jamming for Varsity. And Pi is through for 4 points for Varsity. Speed Angel is back on track for BCR. Both jammers a bit wedged into those tripods at the moment. Speed Angel taking a whip off Scare Bear to get through and complete initial pass. Speed Angel back in for a scoring pass, 4 points for BCR. And that is 2 minutes. Varsity 25 points after that jam. BCR ahead 112. Jambi is out to jam for BCR against Joe Dirt for Varsity. And Jambi is lead jammer. But Joe Dirt gets through for initial pass with a little star stash there. Jambi picks up 4 more points. Deciding to run this jam. Joe Dirt getting caught up in the VCR defense. Meanwhile, Jambi finding another scoring pass. Joe Dirt out for 4 points for Varsity. But Jambi takes another scoring pass and then calls the jam. VCR 124, Varsity 29. On the jammer line, I believe that is Irish Upon a Star for Varsity. And Velocity Raptor for VCR. And Velocity is through for lead jammer. Irish Upon a Star also completing initial pass though. Velocity Raptor grabbing the points, then calling the jam. VCR 128, Varsity 29. Speed Angel out to jam for VCR. And that is Joe Dirt for Varsity. Speed Angel getting set all the way back by Regulator. Joe Dirt through at the front of the pack, but then finding Scare Bear. But Joe Dirt picking up lead jammer. Speed Angel also finding their way out of the pack though. Joe Dirt grabs the points, then calls the jam. Varsity sneaking in just 1 point there, 30. BCR 128. On the jammer line now, we have, I believe that is Sugars for VCR. Sugars going to the penalty box for perhaps a forearms. There's a power jam for Irish Upon a Star. Irish picking up lead jammer. I believe that's twice in a row now for Varsity. And that is another 4 points for Varsity. And Sugar's returning to the track from the penalty box. Meanwhile, Irish picking up another 4 points for Varsity. Gloxy headed to the penalty box for Varsity. Irish trying to run that pack to prevent Sugars from scoring and calling the jam. Varsity currently on 38, PCR on 128. And we have, I believe official timeout was called, but the jam timer is, oh, an official review. Just gonna sneak on in there and see what the T is. So it sounds like what was happening there, BCR have called an official review as they believe that one of the varsity skaters, potentially the jammer, was continuing to skate after the 4 whistles had sounded and pushing onto the BCR blockers. But while we have some time, seeing we did not at the beginning of the game, and speaking of BCR, playing for the Punk Blockers today, we have 1-4 Thunderpuss, 2-2-1 Bad Wolf, 2-2-2 Happy Little Vegemite, 3-1-3 Kimbo Kazi, 3-2 Scare Bear, 4-0 Unforgiving Bunny, 4-6-3 Happy Cadaver, 4-8-2 Riff Raff, 5-5 Dominator, 6 Chaotic K, 6-1-3 Axel Rolls, 703 Peppermint Crunch, 82 Jambi, 88 Speed Angel, 911 Bow Fracture, 949 The Skatriarchy, 96 Sugars, and 999 Velocity Raptor. And on the bench we have Zach, Cutthroat King, and Quiet Riot. Oh, sorry, correction there. That is indeed Lumber Zach now, and forevermore. But we are back from timeout. Next time we get a break, I will go through the varsity team list. All right, that is Jambi, a lead jammer for PCR. And that is Joe Dirt jamming for varsity. But meanwhile, Jambi picking up 4 more points for the Punk Blockers. Joe Dirt getting run back by Happy Little Vegemite. Meanwhile, Jambi picking up another 4 points. That is another 4 points for Jambi. It looks like we have had a star pass on the varsity side. That is Pie jamming once again. And Jambi calls the jam. PCL 144, varsity 38. Just under 5 minutes left in this first half. On the jammer line, we have Irish Upon a Star for varsity and Velocity Raptor for BCR. And Raptor is lead jammer. Raptor is back in the thick of it and picking up 4 points relatively untouched. Looks like we've had another star pass for varsity. Regulator now jamming for varsity. Meanwhile, Raptor picking up 4 more points. Regulator out of the pack for varsity. Meanwhile, Raptor completing another scoring pass. But Raptor is through for another 4 points. And Regulator finding 4 points for varsity. Oh, big hit on Velocity Raptor by Irish Upon a Star. That is another 4 points for Raptor though, shaking off that big hit. Raptor through for another 4 points. This is turning into a big jam for Velocity Raptor. Raptor doing a little apex jump there, but unfortunately jumping right into Irish Upon a Star. But they are out. Huge jam for Velocity Raptor there, 28 points. Varsity picking up 8 in that jam, taking them to 46, but BCR out in front on 172. We have another official review. This time it is Varsity. So let's see what the hot goss is. All right, we're being very specific here. Varsity are seeking a forearms penalty on Velocity Raptor on the 4th scoring pass, as they believe that Raptor used their forearms against another skater to hold themselves in bounds. Well, we are having a all right. So, not sure what's happening with the mics. We're having a few technical difficulties. Looks like the official review was not successful, as BCR have fielded Speed Angel as a jammer in this jam. We have a Joe Dirt jamming for Varsity, but lead jammer is Speed Angel. Both jammers thoroughly locked down at this point. Looks like we've had a star pass on the Varsity side. That is Pi once again jamming. Meanwhile, Speed Angel has picked up 4 points, and Happy Little Vegemite has picked up a penalty. Varsity also losing a blocker to the penalty box. In fact, I believe that's potentially Joe Dirt. Speed Angel picking up another 4 points. Meanwhile, Pi also picking up 4 more points.
It'll be at the front door if you realize that you've lost it. So once again, it's Megan.
Speed Angel calls the jam. BCR 184 after that jam. Varsity on 50. Looks like we potentially have time for one more jam this half. Taking this final jam for the half, we have Sugars for BCR, lead jammer, and Irish upon a star for Varsity.
Took their panty off their head, but they are still
We have another 4 points picked up there by Sugars.
all of BCR blockers. These pivots are working hard. Yes.
And another pass for Sugars, making it look easy. But we have had a star pass on the Varsity side that is now Bloxy jamming.
And Sugars called
But Sugars calls the jam.
points for Varsity.
Going into half time, we have BCR ahead on 196, Varsity on 50.
Everyone enjoying your break?
Just before we go into the break, I will go through that Varsity team list I did not get a chance to before. 08, Joe Dirt. 102, Regulator. 141, Weasel Knievel. 23, J-Peps. 24, Luna Shovegood. 251, Sax Bomb. 2607, Mames to Kill. 27, Sammy Automatic. 31, Pi. 314, Whole Latte Trouble. 405, Kablamity Jane. 42, Bloxy. 666, Bodybag Betty. 9, Irish upon a star. And 99, Goosebumps. And on the bench they have Copter, Quetzal Collateral, I am sorry if I'm saying that wrong, and Captain Smack Harkness. We'll be back in approximately 10 minutes. Alrighty, we are just about to kick it into half two of game 2 for Tropicarnage, technically day 2. Your lead jammer on track now is Velocity Raptor for the Brisbane City Rollers, and that is Joe Dirt jamming for Varsity. That is 4 points picked up for Raptor, and Joe Dirt has completed initial. Looks like no pivot currently fielded for Varsity, so there is no escape for Joe Dirt in this jam. Another 4 points picked up by Velocity Raptor. Attempting one more before ending the jam. Not sure if any 1 point picked up on that final pass. BCR 207 to Varsity 54. On the jam line now, we have Speed Angel for VCR against Irish Upon a Star for Varsity. Speed Angel managing to get through Biloxi to pick up lead jammer for VCR. Irish is through, completing initial pass. But Speed Angel takes a scoring pass and then calls the jam. BCR 211 to Varsity 54. Looks like Sugar's coming out to jam for BCR. And an official timeout. I believe we're potentially a track maintenance timeout, which will be a recurring theme this weekend. So I believe it is Joe Dirt jamming for Varsity. And Sugars picks up lead jammer for BCR. Joe Dirt finding the BCR defense, but managing to get through to complete initial pass. But Sugars calls the jam. Couple of points there, but not the complete pass. BCR 214, Varsity 54. We have Jambi out jamming for BCR and picking up lead jammer. Irish Upon a Star though, finding initial pass not far behind. Jambi picking up another 4 points for the Punk Blockers. Irish hitting the BCR tripod hard, taking down Thunderpuss. Jambi picking up another 4 points for BCR. Irish Upon a Star getting run back by the Punk Blockers defense. And another 4 points for Jambi. Irish Upon a Star biding their time, but then returning to track. Meanwhile, Jambi finding another 4 points all around the inside apex. Irish Upon a Star picking up 4 points for Varsity. Meanwhile, Happy Little Vegemite headed to the penalty box. Jambi is through for another 4 points. there's another 4 points for Jambi. And Jambi calls the jam. A big 24-point there, 24-point jam there for Jambi and BCR, leading 238 to Varsity on 60. Irish Upon a Star picking up 8 points in that jam. Sorry, 6. 6 points for Irish Upon a Star. Velocity Raptor lead jammer for BCR. And that is Joe Dirt jamming for Varsity. Still looking for that initial pass. And finding it. Velocity Raptor picking up another 4 points for BCR though. Joe Dirt coming back around for that scoring pass and making it look easy with a smooth slide around the outside line. Meanwhile, Raptor finds another 4 points for BCR. And Joe Dirt is back into it again, finding another 4 points for Varsity. Raptor going for one last pass though and calling the jam. 10 points for Velocity Raptor, 8 for Joe Dirt. BCR 248, leading Varsity on 68. Have Speed Angel out to jam for BCR, and I think that may be Pie for Varsity. And that is Pie, lead jammer, and the crowd goes wild. Speed Angel also completing initial pass though. Speed Angel coming around the outside there, but then getting run back by Regulator. Pie firmly wedged into that BCR defense. Speedy going for a bit of a belly flop on the way around there, but finding 4 points. Meanwhile, Pie picks up 4 points and then calls the jam, taking Varsity to 72, but BCR still out on front on 252. And we have a Varsity team timeout. All right, we are back from timeout shortly. I believe that is Sugars out to jam for BCR. I think maybe Joe Dirt for Varsity. And Sugars picks up lead jammer around the outside line for BCR. And taking the inside line this time, Sugars picking up 4 points for BCR. Joe Dirt completing initial pass. And Sugars is out for 4 more points for BCR. And calls the jam. BCR 260 leading Varsity on 72. We have, that is Jambi, currently lead jammer for BCR. Irish upon a star, finding a wall I would not want to face. Happy Little Veggiebite, Scare Bear, and Thunderpuss. Jambi getting run back by the Varsity pack, but finding their way through for 4 more points for BCR. Jambi picking up another 4 points. Meanwhile, Varsity having a star pass to Bloxy. And Jambi calls the jam. Just a late penalty at the end of that jam, sending a Varsity blocker to the bin. Velocity Raptor out on the jammer line for VCR, and I think that's Joe Dirt for Varsity. Velocity Raptor headed to the penalty box for a high block. So this is a power jam for Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt just getting bumped off track by the BCR defense. Velocity Raptor is back from the bin and making very short work of that scoring pass. Joe Dirt also making a scoring pass though, and we have no lead jammer awarded at this point. So this will be a 2-minute jam. Velocity Raptor picking up 4 points for BCR. Joe Dirt finding 4 points for Varsity. Meanwhile, Velocity Raptor completing another scoring pass for VCR. Velocity Raptor finding another 4 points. And another 4 points for Joe Dirt. And that is another scoring pass for Velocity Raptor. Velocity Raptor having some big jams so far this game. 16 points for Velocity Raptor in that jam, but 8 points for Joe Dirt. BCR 288 leads Varsity on 80. We have Speed Angel out jamming for VCR, and that is Pie for Varsity. Speed Angel running through their teammates to pick up the lead. Jammer for BCR. Pi having a bit more trouble on the BCR defense. Speed Angel is through for 4 points for the Punk Blockers. Pi finding Happy Little Vegemite on a line, which is never a spot you would want to be. But Speed Angel headed to the penalty box for a back block, so this is currently a power jam for Pi. Meanwhile, Scare Bear has run Pi all the way back to the inside apex at the top of the track. And this will also be a 2-minute jam, as Speed Angel had been awarded lead. Pi getting sent back once again by Scare Bear. Speed Angel is returning to the track from the penalty box. Speed Angel through for 4 points. Pi just staying off track there to run down the clock. Speaking of the clock, we are into the final quarter of this game. On the scoreboard, BCR 298 leading Varsity on 80. "14 minutes left on the clock. Irish Upon a Star lining up on the jammer line for Varsity. And Sugars for BCR, who has picked up a lead jammer. That is a strong 2-wall there of Unforgiving Bunny and Kimbo Kazi holding back Irish Upon a Star. Meanwhile, Sugars shaking off Mames to Kill, I believe that was, to pick up 4 points. Couple of blockers from each team headed to the penalty box. At the end of that jam, BCR 306 to Varsity 80. I think that might be Joe Dirt out to a jam for Varsity. And that is Jambi for VCR. Jambi picking up lead jammer in not a lot of time at all. But Joe Dirt also making a fairly quick initial pass. Jambi getting through and calling the jam, but I think not quick enough to shut down Varsity. We will see. 3 points for Joe Dirt, 4 points for BCR. BCR 310, Varsity 83. We have a Varsity timeout.
Hello.
All right, hopefully we are back from some more microphone technical difficulties. It is sludgy out there at the moment with both jammers firmly wedged into tripods. 4 points for Speed Angel though as they find a way out of the pack. Currently, Regulator is jamming for Varsity after taking a star pass from Joe Dirt. Speed Angel is back into the pack for another pass. Regulator fighting off Scare Bear to complete initial pass for Varsity. But Speed Angel calls the jam. VCR 321 to Varsity 83.
Lovely Weekend is live streamed via YouTube with the lovely Rain commentating on YouTube stream. So if you have friends that can't make it here today, they can watch it at home.
And we have a VCR team timeout.
It's lovely when you use video.
All right, we have Pie jamming for Varsity and Sugars out for BCR. And Sugars finds a lead jammer for BCR, but Pie coming out of the pack not long after.
I love the chase. I love the jammer chase. All about it. So good.
Sugars calls the jam.
9 points awarded to each
Double donuts jam there, no points for anyone.
strategy. Especially since Pie was so close on Sugar's tail. Yeah. Okay, so next lineup, 7.
Okay, that looks like Jambi out on the jammer line currently for BCR versus Irish Upon a Star for Varsity.
Irish upon a star as the Varsity.
Jambi picking up a lead jammer status.
These jammers have been working so hard today. So hard, so hard.
Jambi coming around for 4 points on the outside apex.
Are we getting up? Are we okay? Okay, we're fine.
Jambi calling the jam.
Yes.
Hopefully everyone is okay there.
We're gonna let everyone know.
And we have an official timeout now.
Have an official timeout.
All right, we are back.
Everybody is moving their body in Derby. All right, Joe Dirt up for Varsity.
That is Joe Dirt on the jammer line for Varsity, but lead jammer is Velocity Raptor for BCR. Looks like Joe Dirt losing their helmet cover on the outside apex there after...
You know, just like a rubber band, really. We've seen a few jam styles on the ground.
Velocity Raptor picking up 4 more points for BCR.
Ooh, and Bloxy.
We've had a star pass to Bloxy, and Bloxy completing initial pass for Varsity. But Raptor takes the points and calls the jam. Kimbo Kazi taking a seat in the penalty box for BCR.
Very exciting. Joe Dirt putting the jammer star back on. The helmet. Speedy lining up.
Speed Angel on the jammer line for BCR. And Joe Dirt jamming for Varsity.
Ooh, and one for Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt picks up lead jammer.
Action, a little bit inside line action for Joe Dirt to be.
Varsity having a slight pack advantage at the moment with Kimbo Kazi remaining in the penalty box. And Joe Dirt is through for 4 points and the crowd goes wild. Speed Angel completing initial pass.
Joe Dirt, lead jammer, controlling the action. Shall we go for a third time?
Joe Dirt calling the jam after finding Happy Little Vegemite on the outside line.
Yeah, definitely.
Varsity on 87 after that jam. BCR on a very satisfying to look at 3-3-3.
So much more. There's so many things happening.
We have just under 5 minutes left in this game.
States, we go to Westside. Ooh, I mean, that's an hour. Okay, we are back on. We have Pie jamming for.
We have Sugar's lead jammer for BCR. And it was Pie jamming for Varsity, but we've had a pretty quick star pass to Regulator.
Jammer.
Sugar's is through for another 4 points and calls the jam though. BCR 337, Varsity 87. 4 minutes left.
Stop off the jam.
And we have a Varsity official review, so I'm gonna sneak on in and see what's up. Are they just using it as a timeout? Okay. So, very anticlimactically, Varsity are just using that official review as a timeout. They're just using it as a timeout. Alrighty. Looks like we are just about ready to go again.
PCR and a warm embrace as jammers. There's so much love.
That is Jamie jamming for
Amazing sport where you
BCR, and it is Pie jamming for Varsity.
you love your opponent.
They were hugging it out on the jammer line at the start of the jam, but both Pie and Jambi, previously being members of the Victorian Roller Derby League. They probably know each other pretty well. 4 points picked up for Jambi for BCR. Jambi through for 4 more points for BCR. And that is another 4 points for Jambi. I believe we've star passed on the Varsity side. That is Regulator. Jambi picking up 4 more points. And coming in for another pass, making some heavy contact there with Pie, but everyone seems okay. Another 4 points for Jambi. And that is another 4 points for Jambi. This is about the second really big jam we've seen for Jambi this game. A 24 point there for Jambi. BCR on 361, Varsity on 87. Just under 2 minutes left, so 1, maybe 2 jams to go. Velocity Raptor out on the jammer line for BCR. And that is Joe Dirt for Varsity, but Raptor is lead jammer for BCR. Joe Dirt through for initial pass. Raptor using some fancy footwork to duck and weave around the inside line there to pick up 4 points. BCR putting up a strong defensive tripod there, but Raptor finding another 4 points. And Joe Dirt is out for 4 points for Varsity. Meanwhile, Raptor through for another 4 points. Raptor, another jammer we've seen for BCR, pulling some big jams today. Joe Dirt also finding 4 more points though. Both jammers coming back into the pack. I believe the period clock has expired, so this will be the last jam. Raptor calls the jam. Unofficial final score is BCR 381 to Varsity on 99. And there is that final rolling whistle. I have been Purple Rain. Do not go anywhere though, because coming up next at midday approximately on track 1, we have Sunstate Roller Derby versus Westside Glory.
1, 2. Can you hear me? 1, 2. Hello, it's Johnny Smash, day one of Tropicarnage 2023. I've got the best seat in the house, trackside. Our next bout will be between Sunstate Roller Derby League, the local team, versus the Westside Roller Derby. We're here at track 1, Division 1. Check it out, there are our teams on screen. We got Sunstate beats Hooker, Rattlin' Bones, Joestar Mayhem, Iron Thighs, Bex, Boss, Brat, Squeals, Glasgow Kiss, and representing, oh here we go, we've also got Daisy Death Ray, Director of Mayhem, SX. Oh, we'll go through those names a bit later. And representing Westside Glory, we've got Legs, The Real Slim, Sadie, Victoria Beater, Deadly Red, Machine, Slasher, Smiling Assassin, Massacre Jones, Go-Go Yabari, Club Slamwich, Liz Vegas, Viola Rumble, Revan Townsend, Murderface, and Sieves the Day. That's Westside Glory. I didn't manage to get through all those Sunstate players, but we'll go over that team a little bit later. Hello, everyone watching at home via the YouTube. Once again, I'm Johnny Smash. We're about kicking this bout off. Awesome. In Mount Warren, Beenleigh, about half hour's drive from Brisbane. And it's good to be back trackside at Tropicarnage 2023.
It's amazing, actually. Right, so is it like intense or is it ballet kind of? It's funky. It's funky. It's funky and it's
3 days of roller derby. I hope you're enjoying the coverage.
they were doing some crab stuff. You know, I used to think
All our referees are on track, and on skating officials as well. Sunstate keen to kick things off in this Division 1 game. Sunstate versus Westside Roller Derby.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
We got whistles blowing. That means we're just about to kick this one off. 15 more seconds left on the big roller derby scoreboard, trackside. There's our roll and whistle from our non-skating official. Sunstate versus Westside Glory. There's a whistle. The block is rolling back on cue. Plenty of argy-bargy. Beats knocked out for Sunstate on that outside line. Beats is jamming for Sunstate. Well, a rumble jamming for the Westside Glory. Once again, Beats gets knocked out of bounds. Pack rolling back, way back. We've got no lead jam at the moment. We've got a skater heading straight to the penalty box. Oh, lead jammer for Westside.
With number 2.
Viola Rumble is your lead jammer. Each one against knocked out of bounds by some great Westside defense. Well, it comes a cropper from that Sunstate, heavy Sunstate defense, rolls right in behind both jammers, rolling in behind the pack. No points scored yet. Tight pack round in the second bend. This is the scoring lap for Westside. Points scored. 4 points to Westside. A 4-on penalty called on Revan. Westside chasing more points. Strong defense at the front of the pack. Brat bracing out front. Oh, looks like we've had a penny pass. Squeals has become the jammer for Sunstate. Viola calls the jam. Scores a few more points, I believe, on that last lap. 4 more points. So Westside opening their account 8 points. No points scored to Sunstate in that jam. Hello, everyone watching at home on YouTube. This is Tropicarnage, day 1. 3-day roller derby event here in the Sunshine State. It's a warm day today. We have an official timeout just for some quick track repair. That one spot on the track has been a bit of an issue this morning.
Fantastic. No, I love that. Looking for pink.
So you're going first thing this morning? Cards, yeah?
Yes. Card hitting hard.
Good way to start. Yeah, I like that.
We did dedicate our game this morning to our fallen skaters, our damnation.
Okay, track repair complete. Ready to roll again. Who we have jamming? We have one skater in the penalty box for Westside. It's booty time. Booty jamming for the Sunstate team. Club Slamwich is jamming for Westside. The blocker is released from the penalty box for Westside. All skaters now back on track. No luck for Booty getting through, trying the inside line, trying the outside line. Gets knocked down by some nice defense. Plenty of argy-bargy on track. No lead jammer yet. Plenty of big hits just in front of me here, trackside. Booty almost through, breaches the pack. Oh, gets knocked out of bounds. Some sliding defense. But that blocker rolled out as well, so Booty can keep on skating. So Booty is your lead jammer for Sunstate Slamwich. Club Slamwich. Making me hungry. Jamming for Westside. No luck yet getting through. Gets knocked down at the back of the pack. Booty staying on track somehow. Keeps on trucking. 4 points to Sunstate. Oh, our second panty pass for the game. Whistles blowing. We got jam over. I believe one of the blockers was sent to the penalty box. That was the director of mayhem for Sunstate. Sunstate opened their account with 7 points in that jam. 7 points to Sunstate, 8 points to Westside, as you can see on the top left-hand side of your corner of your screen. This time Westside have a slight pack advantage. Jam 3 of this Division 1 clash. Tinkerbell jamming for Sunstate. Breaching the pack, lead jammer for Sunstate. Slasher jamming for Westside. Victoria heading to the penalty box for Westside. 4 points scored in the meantime to Sunstate. Tinkerbell is a fast jammer, wasting no time, chasing the points for Sunstate. Slasher being well and truly held up at the back of the pack. This time we have the pivot heading to the penalty box for Sunstate. 4 more points scored to Sunstate. We have new leaders. Pack slowing right down on the third bend. Slasher in the midst of that pack. Tinkerbell chasing more points for Sunstate. Strong defense by SX 180 at the back of the pack for Sunstate. Down that inside line, Tinkerbell scoring more points, 4 more points for Sunstate. Points ticking over in this jam. Tinkerbell at the back of the pack. Checks with the bench, whether the call up or not. Strong defense out front. The pivot has become the jammer for the Westside team. 1-6-1-8. Victoria beater, but that is jam over. Sunstate calling that jam. That's a big jam. That's a 14-point jam. Sunstate making the way to 21 points. Westside, 8 points. Still plenty of time left in this first half of Division 1 action here at Tropicarnage Day 1. There was about last night here, but this is the first official day of Tropicarnage. There's that spot again on the track. Has been a problem section. Just taking, for some reason, just that one section has caused a bit of grief. I hope you're enjoying the roller derby coverage online. A long weekend, a great weekend of roller derby. So many teams getting involved.
It'd be nice to know in the crowd, who are the fans of Sunstate? Do we have any Sunstate fans here? Woo! Nice.
Our in-house commentators whipping this crowd into an absolute frenzy.
Game on. Beats trying to see if
We've got Beats jamming for Sunstate, the Smiling Assassin on track jamming for the first time for the Westside team, Westside Glory. Big hit on Beats. Gets knocked into the cheap seats, has to come right back. Oh, the blocker for Westside heading to the penalty box. Beats cops another big hit. Strong sliding defense by Sunstate at the front of the pack. Beats. Perseverance paying off for Beats getting through for that initial pass. Lead jammer. Bubba Beats. Smiling Assassin, unlucky so far, hasn't breached the pack yet. Here comes Beats around the outside, a nice clean pass. Calls the jam. Oh, Smiling Assassin heading to the penalty box. That means our next jam will kick off as a power jam. I believe I missed it, but it might have been a cutting penalty to the Smiling Assassin. And funnily enough, still smiling on the way to the penalty box. So we've got two blockers. I'm checking out the penalty area. We have two blockers in the penalty box for Westside and the blocker. So we've got two blockers on track. That looks like the one and only Booty. Set your watches. It's Booty time. Somehow, some way, staying on track. Booty is your lead jammer. We've got three blockers on track now for Westside. Booty gets knocked, just gets escorted out around the outside. We have another blocker joining the pack from Westside. Booty unlucky with that pass once again. Strong defense at the back of the pack. Here comes the Smiling Assassin around the long way. Both jammers back on track. Still plenty of time left in this jam. Booty gets knocked this time down that inside line, gets knocked inbounds. Oh, it looks like Deadly's heading to the penalty box for the Westside team. Strong defense by both sets of blockers. This pack going nowhere. These jammers going nowhere. Still plenty of time left in this jam. Booty gets knocked inbounds. Oh, Smiling Assassin gets knocked out of bounds. Strong defense once again. Oh, this time Booty stays on track. Holds that inside line through for 4 more points. Almost out of time in this jam. Still time to score points for Booty and the Sunstate team. Oh, we have 108 heading to the penalty box. That is deadly red. 4 more points to Sunstate. That is jam over. A big 2 minutes of roller derby.
How about this red crew though, and all of our red crews for the tournament? Love that.
So that is an 8-point jam to Sunstate. No points scored in that jam. For Westside, they haven't scored since the first jam of this first half. Still so much time left in this first half. Just under 20 minutes left. Who we got jamming is that number 815. Tinkerbell back on track for Sunstate. Viola Rumble jamming for Westside. Ooh. Tinkerbell heading to the penalty box for Sunstate. We have a Westside power jam. Westside have their pivot in the sin bin or penalty box. Pivot back on track. Tight pack on this third bend. Oh, Viola Rumble. Powering their way to the front. Through for that initial pass. Lead jammer. Oh, Squeals has become the jammer for the Sunstate team. Oh! Viola gets shoved out of bounds, calls the jam. It looks like no points were scored. It's a strong defense. Oh, points were scored in that jam. 3 points to the Westside team. There's an 18 minutes left in this first half. We've got Beats jamming for Sunstate, Club Slamwich jamming for Westside. Not only jammer yet. Club gets knocked out of bounds for Westside. Rolls in behind the pack. Here comes Beats. Big jump. Avoids that final blocker for Westside. Stays on track with speed. Is your lead jammer for Sunstate. Getting down nice and low around the outside. Takes on that three-wall. Slows down. Victoria Beta heading back into the penalty box for Westside. Beats chasing the points, gets shoved inbounds. Club Slamwich taking on that strong Sunstate wall out front. The Massacre Jones heading to the penalty box. For Westside, plenty of bums on seats in the penalty box. That jam has been called by Beats. I can only see two blockers on track, so the next jam will kick off as I was going to say power jam, but I would be wrong. Both jammers on track. So it looks like Siebes the Day is the lone blocker on track for Westside. Easily through down that inside line. A fast skater, Booty. He's your lead jammer for Sunstate. Slasher back on track for Westside. 4 more easy points to Sunstate. Now 2 blockers on track for Westside and the jammer. Slasher runs into the director of mayhem. Booty keeps on rolling a clean pass down that inside line. 4 more points to Sunstate. Mass exodus from the penalty box. All skaters about to re-enter the track. Booty cops a big jam for 1-6. 1-8 Victoria Beta. It looks like the pivot for Westside in the penalty box. Big hit on Booty. Quickly resets. Oh, quickly reset. Booty's heading to the penalty box for Sunstate. Westside have 3 blockers in the penalty box. Make that 2. The real Slim Sadie back on track for Westside. Strong defense by Sunstate once again. Victoria back on track for Westside. Oh, a sneaky star pass to Victoria. Victoria has become the jammer for Westside. Victoria just pushing. Testing out those blockers for Sunstate. Gets through. Point score to Westside. Well done, Victoria. All skaters, believe it or not, are back on track. That is jam over. Plenty of action here on track one. Day one of Tropicarnage 2023. Sunstate versus Westside. Who are you going for? I hope you're enjoying the roller derby coverage here on YouTube. It looks like, it appears there will be a team timeout. Westside calling a team timeout with 13 minutes left in this period. Probably a good chance to just take a breath, reset, strategize. It's a warm day here in Mount Warren. We've got the big industrial fans just circulating that hot air. It's a beautiful day for roller derby. Westside just sucking in the big breaths. Shout out to everyone watching around the derby universe. I am Johnny Smash, trackside. Best seat in the house. And we've got a good crowd here, trackside. People loving the roller derby. We've got 2 tracks all weekend. A long weekend of roller derby, 3 days, non-stop roller derby action. Make sure you tune in. Okay. We're kicking it off where we left it off. 1 blocker in the penalty box for Westside. And we're rolling. Tinkerbell back on track for Sunstate, wasting no time on the first bend. Lead jammer, the smiling assassin, just gets knocked out of bounds by Indy. As they're rolling behind the pack. Nice work down that inside line, Tinkerbell. A clean pass, scoring the full 4 points for Sunstate. Zigging, zagging, nice balance. Tinkerbell scoring the full set of points for Sunstate. The blocker that was in the penalty box back on track for Westside. Big gap down that inside line. Tinkerbell keeps on rolling. Tinkerbell runs into number 101. The real Slim Sadie gets knocked inbounds. Resets in behind those blockers. No luck for the smiling assassin. Strong sliding defense at the back of the pack. The real Slim Sadie heads to the penalty box. I miss what that was for. Big hits all around. Oh! Tinkerbell calls the jam, swept around the outside, runs into Revan Townsend. Is that Revan Townsend for Westside? And that is jam over. Still plenty of time left in this first half. Just under 12 minutes. I hope you're enjoying the roller derby coverage. This 1 blocker in the penalty box for Westside. Blockers taking their position on the whistle. We've got Beats back on track for Sunstate. And Go-Go Yubari jamming for the first time for Westside. Beats wasting no time. Lead jammer for Sunstate. All skaters now back on track. The real Slim Sadie back on track. Out front. Takes on Beats. Beats keeps on rolling. Go-Go wedged in behind those blockers. Gets knocked inbounds. Resets. Beats. Slides. Oh! Just rolls out of bounds. Siebes today heads to the penalty box for Westside. Beats rolling right back in behind Sadie. Right back. Both jammers are rolling back. Beats decides to call the jam. Probably the wise thing to do. That is an 8-point jam to Sunstate. 10 minutes left in the first period. Oh, we're rolling. Once again, Sunstate wasting no time. That is Booty. Lead jammer like a rocket down that inside line. Lead jammer. Viola Rumble back on track. Taking on that 2-all out front. Gets past SX, hit and spin. Gets through for that initial pass. Booty scoring points in the meantime. And it looks like we have the pivot for Sunstate in the penalty box down that inside line. Booty scores 4 more points. Beautiful work. Viola scoring 4 points. Oh, Viola just gets knocked inbounds. Both jammers get knocked inbounds. Both jammers skating back. No pack was called, but a pack has tightened up. Jam over. Jam over. We're down to 9 minutes left in this half. Sunstate 80 points. Westside 21 points.
And then I also have some of Ruby's red hot chili jam. This stuff is delicious.
We're rolling Tinkerbell up against Club Sandwich with an L. It's not a silent L, it's an L. Club Sandwich. All skaters on track, believe it or not. Plenty going on, but once again, Sunstate. Tinkerbell is your lead jammer. It looks like Squeals for Sunstate is heading to the penalty box. Oh, that jammer coming down hard. That was Club Sandwich. Oh, Tinkerbell gets taken down with some strong defense. Massacre Jones. It looks like Tinkerbell has caught the jam. Might have been something wrong with Tinkerbell's skates. So that is jam over with just under 8 minutes left in this period.
Who wanted earrings? Who loves earrings? Who has holes in their ears? I have one right here.
We're rolling. Beats back on track. Slasher back on track for Westside. Squeals the lone blocker in the penalty box for Sunstate. Oh, Slasher gets knocked inbounds. Quickly yields to the pack, but here comes Beats. Your lead jammer for Sunstate. SX heading to the penalty box for Sunstate, but Squeals is back on track. Slasher almost through, taking on Indy. Indy, great blocking. Oh, Beats cops a big hit. Is that the one and only Victoria? Beat her once again with some strong defense for Westside. Pack's flying right down here on the third bend. Strong sets of walls by both teams. Slash has to roll in behind Indy on the back line. A whistle's blowing. Oh, that might be a... No. Thought that was jam over. We're still rolling. Oh, unfortunately, it looks like Slasher is heading to the penalty box for Westside. We got ourselves a Sunstate power jam. Beats the lone jammer on track. Beats holds strong down that inside line. 4 points to Sunstate. Is pack going nowhere? Sunstate had their goat at the back of the pack. Go, go. Oh! Nice apex jump. Could be the apex jump of the day so far. Beats down that inside once again. Not as big, but nice stepping. Oh, once again, Essex heading to the penalty box for Sunstate. Oh, in-house commentators getting more musical. You know it's a good day when our commentators start singing. Go-Go's heading to the penalty box for Westside. In the meantime, that is jam over. Wow. Exciting bout. Division 1 action here on track 1. We're down to just over 5 minutes left in this first period. Westside Glory taking on Sunstate. Let me take a look at the penalty box. 2 blockers in the penalty box for Westside. 1 blocker for Sunstate. Booty is your lead jammer. Booty, oh, great evasive skills. Real speed down that inside line. Just turning the shoulders, turning the hips. Didn't even slow down. Lead jammer for Sunstate. Smiling Assassin being held up the back of the pack. SX rejoins the action, but that is jam over. Sunstate handing out the high fives on the way out. They're a happy team. We're rolling 1 blocker apiece in the penalty box. Tinkerbell back on track for Sunstate. Viola Rumble back on track for Westside. 2 more blockers for Westside joining in on the action. Oh, that's a good old-fashioned jammer race. Who's our lead jammer? It looks like Sunstate lead jammer. That is Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell is fast, attacking that wall with speed around the outside. Calls the jam. Perfectly timed call up. No points scored to Westside. It might have been double donuts. Double donuts, am I right? No, 2 points to Sunstate. 0 points to Westside. And Sunstate cracked that 100-point mark, 101 to 21. All skated on track. Blockers rolling back on cue. Bubba Beats back on track. Club Slamwich with the hard L. Slamwich back on track for Westside. Beats taking on that 3-roll wall. A strong defense by Westside. Number 8, Bratt heading to the penalty box for Sunstate. Director of Mayhem getting involved with some offensive work at the front of the pack for Sunstate. Beats slowly. Sails to the back of the pack. Resets. Holds that inside line. Holy moly. I did enjoy that. Awesome apex jump. We have a skater down for Westside inbounds. That is Club Slam, which took a big hit. It looks like, is that Rutland Bones in the penalty box for Sunstate. 4 points scored to Sunstate. Pack's flying right down on the third bed. Hey, another apex drum. I feel like bonus points should be given out when you do 3 or 4 apex jumps. Beats chasing the points now for Sunstate. Club Slamwich was being held up. Breaks the pack, but that is a jam over. Sunstate calling that jam with just over 1 minute left in this half. I hope you're enjoying the awesome roller derby action here at Tropicarnage Day 1. It looks like Westside have called for an official review. I'm gonna go in and see what's happening. like the Westside are going for a back block on their jammer on the front jammer on 73 Steve a day. Okay, it looks like that official review, Westside are calling a potential back block on number 73. Seeves a day, their jammer, potentially committing a penalty on number 73. Seeves the day, so potentially, let's see how we go. No, good. It looks like we've got thumbs down. Denied a penalty on that one. So it looks like there's no jammer in the penalty box. And we're back rolling with just over 1 minute left in this awesome half of roller derby. Westside Glory taking on Sunstate. Tropicarnage, no one in the penalty box after that official review. It looks like we've got Booty back on track. Slasher back on track for Westside Glory. I hope you're enjoying this battle. I hope you're screaming at your television, your computer, your phone. You're enjoying the Roller Derby Day 1 Tropicarnage 2023. Booty cops some big hits. Keeps on trucking lead jammer for Sunstate. Slasher gets rolls in behind the pack, has to slide in behind SX. Booty chasing the points, takes on that brace defense. Gets knocked inbounds, resets, this time successful with that pass down that inside line. I wouldn't mind knowing how many times SX has been to the penalty box. Booty chasing the points, turns the shoulder, gets knocked inbounds. We've got some skaters down in the back of the pack, but that's a great hit by, is that number, at the back of the pack, it might have been number 0, well, it might have been legs. With a big hit, we've got a couple of blockers heading to the penalty box, one from each team. There always seems to be, at the end of each half, there always seems to be plenty of blockers heading to the penalty box. Victoria scoring points for Westside. I was keeping an eye on that penalty. I forgot Jammers were trying to get through, score points, 4 more points to Sunstate. We're out of time in the period clock, but still 28 seconds left in this jam. Victoria determined to score points. Nice skate, and that's a great move once again by Booty, scoring 4 more points for Sunstate. Points scored as well. Well done, Victoria, getting through for those 4 points. Westside finishing strong in this half. Not much time left in this jam, as you can see in the top right-hand corner of your screen. 4 more points to Sunstate. Almost jam over. There it is, jam over. Did Victoria score points on that last lap? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, 3 points scored. So that's a handy jam at the end of that half for Westside. That is half-time. Westside versus Sunstate here at Tropicarnage. Division 1 action. Track 1. That is half-time. It looks like we're going to have a short break. 9.5 minutes before we come back. Get yourself something to eat. Get yourself something to drink. It's a long weekend of roller derby. I'm Johnny Smash, trackside. I'm going to be back in 9 minutes. See you soon. ready for our second half of roller derby here at Mount Warren Sports Centre. We've got Westside Glory taking on Sunstate. I'll quickly go through those teams again real quickly. I think I missed a couple of names. But it is Sunstate Roller Derby. 0 is Beats. 007 Daisy Death Ray. 05 Hooker. Number 10 Director of Mayhem. 111 Rattlin' Bones. 180 is SX. Number 2 Joestar Mayhem. Number 23 Indigo Fury. Number 24 Iron Thighs. Number 259 Smash Mouth. Number 4 Vex. Number 6005 is Magusa. 666 is Boss. Number 8 is Brat. 815 Tinkerbell. Number 88 is Squeals. Number 91 Booty. And I'm checking the bench. I believe it is Craig working the bench. Mr. Blightside and the maybe numero uno over there as well for Sunstate. Maybe a couple of people on that list that aren't playing. And Westside Roller Derby. Westside Eggs. 24 Go-Go Yabari. 101 The Real Slim Sadie. 109 Club Slamwich. 1618 Victoria Beat Her. Number 17 Liz Bates. 188 Deadly Red. Number 21 Viola. I'm going to say Viola. Rumble. Number 23 Machine. And number 44 Revan Townsend. 442 Slasher. 460 Murderface. 531 The Smiling Assassin. Number 73 is Seeps Today. And number 89 Massacre Jones working the bench with Ant, Helen Sunday and Dolly. They are the Westside Roller Derby team. Westside Glory. Also a big shout out to our referees and non-skating official. Our head referee is the nominator, and our head of the non-skating officials is Ruby Soho. We're up and ready. That's the end of our break and we're rolling again. Westside versus Sunstate. Sunstate have 2 blockers in the penalty box. We have Tinkerbell jamming for Sunstate. Unfortunately getting busted for a cutting penalty. Go-Go as well heading to the penalty box for Westside. Brad heading to the penalty box. So that means Viola is your lead jammer. Lone jam on track. Gets knocked out of bounds by Squeals. Squeals also rolled out of bounds. That means Viola can keep on rolling. Scores 3 points. Sunstate set up their defense at the back of the pack. A strong 3-wall. Viola gets knocked out of bounds. Has to roll in behind that pack. Mass exodus from the penalty box for Sunstate. Go back on track for Westside once again. Viola gets knocked out of bounds by some strong Sunstate defense. Slow moving pack. Somehow, some way, Viola stayed on track. This time gets knocked out of bounds. That's the yield. Both Jam is rolling in behind the pack. It looks like Tinkerbell is holding the star. Oh, we have a star pass. That was a quick star pass. That is the one and only 666 Boss. But that is a jam over. Point scored to Westside. That was a 7-point jam in our first jam of our second half of Game 4, Day 2 of Tropicarnage 2023. We're going to kick this jam off with all skaters on track. Oh, it looks like we have an official review. Maybe some quick track repair on that outside line again. That could be the same spot. No, we have a spot on, a little spot on track. Shout out to Legs doing the track work today. Still a timeout. Unbelievable. No, it's still a timeout. I hope you're enjoying the footage at home. Who are you going for, Westside or Sunstate? Big shout out to everyone watching around the derby-loving planet this long weekend. It's a long weekend in Queensland. I'm not sure about the rest of Australia. It might be. It's a natural holiday, long weekend. Westside blockers stamping. They're ready to rock and roll. Who do we have a jam? We have Boots jamming once again for Sunstate. Club Sandwich with that hard L jamming for Westside. Big gap down the inside line. Nice offensive work by Sunstate, opening up that big gap. Club Sandwich. All blockers take on Club Sandwich. Beats gets taken down by a big hit. Rolls in behind the pack. Club almost through. Wedged in behind those two blockers. Rattling Bones bracing out front. Who else is involved there? Squeals. And Daisy. Beats calls the jam, why not? That is jam over. Point scored to Sunset, I believe. Currently the score, as you can see on the top left-hand corner of your screen, 133 Sunstate. Westside Glory sitting on 36 points. We have just under 27 minutes left in this half of Division 1 roller derby. No one in the penalty box. Once again, wasting no time. Booty is your lead jammer for Sunstate. Slasher jamming for Westside. Gets knocked into the cheap seats. Has to roll right back. Here comes Booty, saying, I ain't got time for that. I'm scoring 4 points for Sunstate. Great defense at the back of the pack for Sunstate. That is jam over. Booty calls the jam. I'm getting a bit confused with some of the whistling. We've got a bit of whistle bleed from track 2. But that's all part of the fun here in these big roller derby tournaments. Once again, we're kicking off this jam with no one in the penalty box. Who can I see? Roller derby fans jamming for Sunstate. Tinkerbell, Smiling Assassin, always smiling. Everyone loves a smiling jam. Oh, Tinkerbell heading to the penalty box. That means Westside had themselves a proper power jam. Smiling Assassin wants to take on these blockers. Rolls in behind Squills. One last blocker. Well done, the Smiling Assassin getting through lead jammer. Make some noise at home. Smiling Assassin tracing the points. Oh, well done. 4 more points to Westside. Still a power jam. Tinkerbell rolling around the outside of the track. Going to rejoin the action on track. Of the Smiling Assassin. Smiling Assassin wants to score points for Westside. All blockers in front, holding up. Smiling Assassin. Oh, number 73 getting involved with some offensive work. Siebes a day. Oh, Smiling Assassin, always smiling. Even taking that brutal hit on the ground, smiling. Hence the name. Pushing. Strong brace work out front. Director of Mayhem bridging these two packs. This pack going nowhere. We still got time left, about 26 seconds left in this jam. Pushing, whistles blowing. Oh, multiplayer block called, I believe, on one of the blockers for Westside. Smiling Assassin just taking a quick break. Resets. This can take it out of your jam like this. Jam has been called. We're in that jam with one blocker apiece for each team in the penalty box. Blockers rolling right back, jamming the two blockers on the jammer line. We have Beats back on track. Viola Rumble back on track. I love that name, Viola Rumble. This pack going nowhere. Strong defense. Look at that defense at the back of the pack by Westside, taking on Beats. Beats zigging, lays the shoulder and keeps on rolling down that inside line. Lead jammer. Is that Go-Go back on track for Westside. Beats getting taken out around the outside, considering calling up the jam. Beats is the lead jammer. Viola gets knocked also like an instant replay around that outside, gets knocked out of bounds. Beats resets, takes on that inside line, but gets busted for a cutting penalty. For Sunstate, we've got a good old-fashioned power jam. That is the initial pass to Viola Rumble. Viola wants to score points for Westside. Let's see if they can take advantage of this power jam. Viola runs into the strong shoulder of SX. Gets escorted out of bounds. Tight pack rounding this first bend. Once again, Indigo Fury bracing that defense out front for Sunstate. Beats is back on track. Beats heading to the penalty box, was lead jammer. So now this jam will go the full distance of 2 minutes. Like a flash around the outside. Even has time for skate maintenance. Beats scores 4 points for Sunstate. Oh, matrix type moves by Viola. Beats. Strong pass. Scoring points for Sunstate. Fast skating. Fast skating, no time for hating. Jam over. Was that 2 minutes? That must have been a 2-minute jam and went so fast. Still plenty of time left in this second half. Westside versus Sunstate. The local team versus the not local team. Apologies, I'm not real good with words and stuff today. All skaters on track. Oh, nice work. Club slam, which is your lead jammer. Booty also getting through. We've got some fast jammers on track. Pack speeding up now. Sunstate Blocks determined to get to the front. We've a skater down. Drinking game at home. If a referee goes down around the outside, take a swig of your alcoholic beverage. And that is jam over. It's action aplenty here, track one. Score now, 150 points to 49 points to Westside Glory. Sunstate leading the way. Oh, we have one track. Oh, no. I thought we have team timeout, but I'm sadly mistaken. We have the pivot for Sunstate in the penalty box. Once again, the blockers rolling right back, crowding those two jammers. We have Tinkerbell back on track. Slasher jamming for Westside. Once again, some strong, famous, sliding Sunstate defense. Still no lead jammer, very tight pack. Tinkerbell getting knocked out of bounds. Zigging, zagging. Slasher right at the back of the pack. SX, nice defense. Indigo Fury, nice defense. Got a whistle blowing. Or that might have been some good old-fashioned whistle bleed. Lead jammer. Slasher for Westside is your lead jammer. Well done, Slasher. I wonder how Slasher got that name, Slasher. Probably a butcher or something. Who knows? Tinkerbell trying to get through, taking on that last blocker, number 44. Revan Townsend. Oh, Revan couldn't hear the call. Revan's heading to the penalty box. Tinkerbell through for that initial pass. Slash once again gets knocked out of bounds. Strong defense all round. Slasher rolled in behind SX to the back of the pack. We got a cutting penalty. Oh, we're doubling up on these power jams. Number 816, Tinkerbell heading to the penalty box for Sunstate. Well done by Rattle and Bone skating back. It looks like that jam has been called off. But the right move in the end, calling that jam off for Westside. Kick off the next jam as a power jam. Plenty of support for Westside in the crowd right behind me. We're down to just under 18 minutes left in this second half of Division 1 action. Tropicarnage. Tinkerbell jamming for Sunstate. Smiling Assassin, a crowd favourite, jamming for Westside. Smiling Assassin gets knocked out of bounds by Pratt. Has to roll in behind. Tinkerbell taking on that strong 2-wall out front. Pack being bridged. Good communication by Westside. Smiling Assassin taking on that 3-wall, that strong 3-wall at the back of the pack. Squeals also bridging. No pack was called, just quickly at the front of the pack. That means Tinkerbell can keep on rolling and score the points. Poor Sunset. Well, points scored then? I might have missed that one. No, there might be an initial pass. Do I know what I'm talking about? Maybe not. Oh, it looks like the jam has been sent to the penalty box for West. Sixteen and a half minutes left in this second half. Oh, it looks, yeah. We're not sure. I think that's a timeout. Yeah, quick timeout. It's a hot day here at Tropicarnage. So much roller derby this long weekend. Big shout out to QRDL, Queensland Roller Derby League, for making this all happen. Dino blows the whistle. That's the end of our timeout, with just over 16 minutes left in the second half. Who do we have jamming? Beats jamming for Sunstate. Smiling Assassin jamming for Westside. Smiling Assassin is your... No, hang on, I'm confused. Beats his lead jammer. I'm always confused. Beats keeps on rolling. Lead jammer calls the jam. I was confused. Beats his lead jammer in the end, calls the jam. And we have the jammer in the penalty box for Westside. I should learn to pay attention. Smiling Assassin was in the penalty box, standing up, ready to come back on track, and Beats calls the jam. So Sunstate will kick this one off as a power jam. Booty Set your watches. It is booty time. Booty jamming for Sunstate. Zigging, zag, and with that familiar skating style, Booty is your lead jammer for Sunstate. Smiling Assassin back on track for Westside. Rattling Bones heading to the penalty box. Strong defense at the front of the pack by Westside. And Booty rolls in behind the pack. Oh, well done. Smiling Assassin getting through for that initial pass for Westside. Smiling Assassin call. No. Sunstate call the jam. No points scored to Westside in that final lap. We're down to 14 and a half minutes left in this second half. I hope you're enjoying the footage. I'm anticipating a team timeout. There it is. Westside calling a team timeout. Probably a nice tactical move with a heat inside here. Just a chance to, here we go, stretch it out. Take in some big breaths. Talk strategy. It's good to see all these teams here for this long weekend. Here in Mount Warren. I hope you're enjoying the pictures. I hope I'm coming out crystal clear. You can hear me. Just a pan across the room. Here we go. Plenty of people trackside. We always get big turnouts trackside here at Tropicarnage. Big shout out once again to our referees and non-skating officials. Our head referee for this tournament is Denominator, and the head non-skating official is Ruby Soho. Dino blows a whistle, a rolling whistle. That means it's game on with 14 minutes left in the second half. So we're going to kick it off where we left it off. Rattling Bones in the penalty box for Sunstate. Tinkerbell jamming for Sunstate. Club Slamwich jamming for Westside. Club Slamwich rolls in behind Iron Thighs. Here comes Tinkerbell, lead jammer for Sunstate. Oh, well done, Club Slamwich. Stays on track, cops a hit, stays on track. Keeps on rolling through for that initial pass. Here comes Tinkerbell chasing the points. Slides through, scored a couple of points, I believe. Does some old school breakdancing. And this crowd is very impressed. Jam over. Current score, as you can see, on track 161 to Sunstate. Westside Glory sitting on 51 points. We're down to 13 and a half minutes left on the scoreboard. It looks like one blocker in the penalty box for Westside. Once again, Jammers rolling back, crowding two Jammers. Beats straight on through. Lead jammer for Sunstate. Beats is a strong, balanced skater. Takes on that last line of defense. Number 17 gets up again, keeps on rolling. Number 17, Liz Vegas, blocking for Westside. Jam over. I thought it might have been some whistle bleed. Jam over. We're rolling Booty like a breeze around the outside. Easily around the outside. Lead jammer for Sunstate. Slasher jamming once again for Westside. Machine back on track. Oh, real speed. Booty swooping on around the outside. Past Victoria. Beater calls the jam. A rapid 5 point scored to Sunstate. quick track repair once again by Leggy. We're up and rolling, 11.5 minutes left in the second half. Tinkerbell jamming for Sunstate. Smiling Assassin. Almost down that inside line, gets held up by, by that blocker. Oh, that's a cutting penalty through Smiling Assassin. It's a Sunstate power jam. Tinkerbell is the lone jammer on track. Takes on number 101. The real Slim Sadie. Pushing. Look at that. Well done, Sadie. Strong defense. Eating up the clock. But that jam is called off. Physical defense by Westside. We're down to almost 10 minutes left in this half of roller derby. Sunstate versus Westside. Great atmosphere here. Stay tuned on YouTube as well. There will be a live stream from track 2 later on in the day. So be track 1 and track 2 happening at Tropicarnage. We're rolling. But Beats is your lead jammer, taking the hits, just rolling inbounds. Smiling Assassin jamming for Westside, but that is jam over. Quick point scored. I'm digging the high fives. Westside are giving each other as they come on track. That's the attitude I love. Everyone's giving each other high fives. It's infectious. It looks like we have a timeout called. Timeout. They're probably thinking there's too many high fives, too much love on track. We're going to shut this down. Just kidding. 9.5 minutes. Who are you going for at home? You love Sunstate? You love Westside? Plenty more bouts happening today, as I mentioned, on track 1 and on track 2 all day long. And guess what? There's going to be heaps of roller derby happening tomorrow, and you wouldn't believe it. It's going to be even more roller derby on Monday. Rock fingers. There's a beautiful sound of a rolling whistle. That means the end of our timeout. The track repair once again. All skaters on track with 9.5 minutes left in this period. Sunstate versus Westside. Who do we have jamming? Booty. Club Sandwich. Lead jammer. Here comes Booty. Oh, just a hint of jammer on jammer action. Pack is speeding up. Club Sandwich is your lead jammer. Keep an eye on those jammers. Pack slowing down now. Blocker slowing down. Well done. Double donuts, but that was exciting. I love seeing that. In-house commentators whipping this crowd into an absolute frenzy. Plenty of love for both of these teams. 8.5 minutes left. Oh, we have another timeout. Chance for you to go to the fridge, get yourself something to drink. It's a long weekend. Keep yourself hydrated. Put the kettle on. Order some Uber. Uber Eats, yeah, get some Uber Eats. Keep the energy up for a long, long weekend. A roller derby here at Tropicarnage. Okay, we have officials running on track. Bit of urgency involved. Something's happening. There might be a few scoring issues. Who knows? Or not. I'd love to know if anyone's watching from overseas. Europe, America, South America, Southeast Asia. Let's face it, we're watching, this is the greatest sport on the planet. A roller derby. All right, I'm not sure what's actually happening. I think everything's okay. We're just checking with the trackside scorekeepers. They've given a thumbs up, so I think we're rolling. With 8.5 minutes left in this second half. No one in the penalty box. We're rolling. Tinkerbell jamming for Sunstate. Go jamming for Westside Glory. Tinkerbell wedged in. That 3-wall out front. What do we got? Is that legs racing out front? Strong defense. Tinkerbell holds that inside line through as lead jammer. Go zigging, zagging. Runs into iron thighs. Pushing. Takes on that 2-wall out front. Number 23 heading to the penalty box. Machine, Westside. Go gets through for that initial pass, but in the meantime, that jam has been called off. We have a skater down. I hope they're A-okay. They're up now. So that's good news. We're down to 7.5 minutes left in this half. Final period. Sunstate versus Westside Glory. Well, once again, we're kicking off this jam. No one in the penalty box. No, there is one blocker in the penalty box for Westside. We have Beats jamming once again for Sunstate. Slasher jamming for Westside. Beats holds that inside line, runs into a booty. Oh, Slasher waves to their adoring fans. Lead jammer for Westside gets down nice and low, holds that inside line. Runs into the awesome Brat. Oh, squeals. Forms that back line. Oh, going for a big jump. Beats down that inside line. Denied. Gets clipped. Slasher. Taking on that defense out front. Strong defense. Beats trying that inside line. Barging their way through. Takes on that last blocker. Keeps on trucking. 4 more points to Sunstate. Plenty of time left in this jam. Beach decides to call the jam off. 2 points scored, however. to the Westside team. Awesome work, Slasher. We're down to just under 6 minutes left. A roller derby action. Track 1. Oh, Booty around the outside like a flash around the outside. Lead jammer for Sunstate. Smiling Assassin jamming for Westside. Gets nudged out of bounds. Resets in behind the pack. Here comes Booty. Chasing the points for Sunstate. Taking on all comers. Real argy-bargy by Westside. Denying Booty that pass. Where is Smiling Assassin? Wedged in behind the likes of SX. Indigo Fury. Boss. Oh, a bit of confusion. I'm not sure who's heading to the penalty box. It is Matty Longlegs and Indigo Fury heading to the penalty box for Sunstate. That is jam over. I thought once again that might have been a little bit of whistle bleed, but that is jam over with just under 5 minutes left in this final period. A lot of fun this bout. We're rolling Tinkerbell jamming for Sunstate once again. The real Slim Sadie. Slim Sadie back on track for Westside. Easily around the outside. Tinkerbell. Now Club Sandwich is jamming. Sorry, apologies. Westside. Club Sandwich with that hard L jamming for Westside. Tinkerbell gets knocked inbounds. Rattling Bones heading to the penalty box. I'm confused. I think go. Oh. I'm confused. Club Sandwich chasing the points for Westside. Holds that inside line. Jam over. Point scored. I believe 4 points. Well done. Like a flash down the inside line. Stealing the points of Sunstate. Oh, 3.5 minutes left of roller derby action in this second half. I'm Johnny Smash coming to you live on the YouTube, on the World Wide Web. It's a thing, you know. Okay, here we got Jam, and I believe we have the one and only Go-Go you jamming for Westside. Taking on Bubba Beats back on track for Sunstate. One blocker in the penalty box, that is Rattling Bones for Sunstate. Beats gets taken down. Drops the Beats. Go-Go being held up by some strong defense. Beats stays on track. Leans into those blockers. Gets through for lead jammer. Rattling Bones making their way back onto track. Go-Go has to come in behind that pack. Strong defense once again by Sunstate. Boss with a big hit. But in the meantime, Beats scores the points, causes the jam with 2.5 minutes left in this second half of roller derby. Oh, 2.5 minutes. Time for one more jam at least. It's a bittersweet symphony when these bouts are over. I just wanted to keep on going. So much fun. Okay, we got no one in the penalty box. Two minutes left on the clock. We have Booty back on track. Slasher back on track. Booty once again wasting no points, wasting no time, getting out front. Lead jammer for Sunstate. Deadly heading to the penalty box. Here comes Slasher, slashing the way through the pack, getting through for that initial point. Booty calls the jam, gets through, scores 4 more points, calls it. 1.5 minutes left on the clock. Rapid fire points to Sunstate. Quick jam. So 1.5 minutes left. Definitely time for one more jam again. Probably 2. At the rate we're going, it could be 3. there goes a whistle. One block in the penalty box for Westside. Tinkerbell back on track, jamming for Sunstate. Smiling Assassin. And who doesn't love a smiling jammer on track for Westside? Tinkerbell. Holy moly! Tinkerbell with some strong skating. Lead jammer for Sunstate. Smiling Assassin gets around Boss but runs into Iron Thighs. Gets knocked out of bounds. Most people that take on Iron Thighs come off second best. Oh, a cutting penalty called, I believe, on the jammer for Westside. So we're kicking this jam off as a power jam to Sunstate. How much time we got left on the clock? Not much. Not much. Definitely time for one more jam. One more jam. One blocker apiece. No, sorry, one jammer. One block in the penalty box. This is a power jam. Big Beats is your lone jammer. Director of Mayhem getting involved in strong offensive work along with Squeals. Beats around the outside is your lead jammer, the lone jammer on track for Sunstate. 3 blockers on track for Westside now. Here comes Beats. Oh, quick skate repairs. Skate repairs. Machine making their way back on the track. Let's go, Westside, let's go. There's a chant from the bench, from the Westside team. Beats. Cops a big hit. Has to yield to the pack. Plenty of action on track. Whistles blown, that is jam over. What about that was? That is full time. That is the unofficial score on your screen. Sunstate 202 points. Westside 57 points. What a fantastic bout that was. There's our roll and whistle. That is full time. What a great bout that was. A physical bout. The local team Sunstate taking on Westside Glory here on track 1. I'm going to say day 1. There was a game last night. Day 1 of Tropicarnage 2023. We've got all our Derby fans lining up trackside. Still the unofficial score up on the scoreboard. Well, that's a big win to Sunstate. Strong defense. Great jammer work from Sunstate. Also fantastic to watch Westside, the way they played. Great communication on track. Great nature. A fun team to watch. Both these teams, Division 1 here at Tropicarnage 2023. Okay, roller derby fans, stick around. I'm going to sign out. So much roller derby this long weekend. Stay by your computer. Stay by your phone for all the roller derby action. I'm Johnny Smash. See you later.